3. Whoosh!
Thank you everybody. So our IT person has taken a 1 minute break it seems. So, President, can you please help us with my presentation? So before I start the presentation, and this I have told before also, why did I become a lawyer? So this is because I saw a very good Hollywood film, Tom Hanks' film Philadelphia. So if you get time, it's a very highly recommended film by starring Tom Hanks. It's a brilliant film. It's really a very progressive film made. Anyway, so that's about why I became a lawyer. That's one reason. Plus, I read Merchant of Venice. If you have read Merchant of Venice, it's a very good play by Shakespeare. I really loved it. And there's a character named Portia because in the scene, it's a very interesting and important scene because that inspired me to become a lawyer. Anyways, to start with my presentation, and if you followed my elevator pitch, I'm a lawyer by profession and by qualification, and I'm a partner in PSP Legal, which is a South Delhi based boutique law firm. Before I start my presentation, let me give you a disclaimer. So this is not a presentation where I'm soliciting business, because that is not allowed by the rules of the Bar Council. This is just an informative presentation for the members of this awesome platform. So who are we? So we are a full service law firm. We started in 2012 and we're based in New Delhi, and we have an associate offices at a number of places across India. We're a team of about 20 lawyers, two partners and one associate partner. So we are a pretty medium-sized firm. We're based out of GK, and we have one office again in Gurgaon as well, apart from other associate offices. So what we do, as the name suggests, we practice law, and though we are a full service law firm, when I say full service, I mean we practice civil, we practice criminal, but our expertise lies in consumer disputes, especially housing, real estate consumer disputes. When I say real estate consumer disputes, I mean, as you may have read, the real estate market has crashed. It crashed a few years back, and a lot of people had invested their very hard-earned money in buying houses, dream houses for themselves. And now, since the project is delayed, people are now just stuck up by paying 50 to 90% of the amount to the builders, and the builders not either refunding them their money or giving them their flats. So we help such harassed people to get their money back, or to get their flat with a delayed possession compensation. We also look at corporate and compliance. Compliance is not our domain. We look a lot of corporate, be it mergers and amalgamations. Recently, we have backed a project on amalgamation. So it's a long-term project. It will take about a year's time. So that's one of the very high-profile deals that we are doing. Matrimonial, we do a lot. Marriage registrations, divorce, though I personally am not a person who advocates divorce, but in some situations I would agree that it becomes important, so we do a lot of that. We do a lot of recovery. If your money gets stuck with anyone, person, individual, company, partnership, LLPs, if your money is stuck, we can help you recover that money. Insolvency, a part of the real estate consumer disputes, we do a lot of that, going to NCLT, NCLT, Supreme Court, and of course criminal matters. That is our area of practice. Very recently, I've done my first prenuptial agreement. It's basically an agreement which is done by the prospective husband and wife. It's a very new thing, not very, I would say, famous or practiced in the market, but that is something that people are coming up with the bride and the groom. They come up with the terms and conditions. These are the terms and conditions for our marriage. यहाँ कुछ गड़बड़ हुई तो divorce.
Jeff Bezos gave, no?
Sorry?
No, Amazon founder gave.
He had to give a lot of money as a divorce. I mean, it's very different in the Western countries.
Is it has to do something with live-in regulations?
This is typical, this is a marriage, a prenuptial agreement. An agreement done between a man and a woman before the marriage. There are certain terms and conditions over there. It's not very popular in India because a lot of things that you may want in an agreement to be put may not be permitted under the Marriage
I
Act.
think gaining popularity in Bollywood now.
Sorry?
Gaining popularity in Bollywood now.
See, there is a difference between signing an agreement and enforcing an agreement. A lot of clauses that you may want to put in the agreement you can put and sign also. लेकिन जब आप कोर्ट जाओगे उन clauses की कोई value नहीं रहती है. There are a lot of such clauses which people do try to put in, even put in, right? But it doesn't hold a lot of value in the court of law because marriage for Hindus is regulated, not regulated, but it should be complied with the Hindu Marriage Act, 1955. So what makes us different? Out of the box thinking. So we understand our client problems and we try to give a solution. The intention is not to drag the cases years after years, तारीख पे तारीख वो हम नहीं करते हैं, नहीं करना चाहते हैं, but there are sometimes where things are not in our hands. Judge on leave, Vineet ji would know. Judge on leave, so what happens? Vineet ji is my client, so we are helping him in one of his matters. But he would know that in some way when the judge is on leave, there's nothing a lawyer can do. But yes, that's our out of the box thinking is something that we really believe, because the intention is to provide relief, not to drag on the cases. And to support that, we believe that every problem can be solved with a very unique strategy. We need to understand the strategy, we need to understand the psyche, what is happening, the parties involved, and what is the best that you can give to the client, because we need to resolve their problems. We are not there to increase the problems. As a lawyer, I take immense pleasure in saying a lot of my clients, when they get their relief, they call me up and they tell me, बहुत अच्छा लगा, काम हो गया, नहीं तो हम तो लॉयर के पास आने से भी डरते हैं. Because that's a focus, speedy resolution. We're not here to try on cases. And and this is one of our USP. We're very transparent with the fee structure. Whatever I discuss with my client, I put down in an email. This is what will happen. This is what I will do, and this is the fees. And this is what you need to pay. That is it. We have it's a kind of an agreement between my client and me, and this is what it is, black and white. No hidden cost, nothing. बाद में पैसे ये डॉक्यूमेंट चाहिए, ये फीस है. No, we don't do that. I hope Vineet ji would agree. So a bit about our success stories. So if you're aware of NCLT, there was the builders had gone to the Supreme Court and had challenged the amendment to the IBC. So we were representing 450 home buyers in the Supreme Court. The case dragged on for 6 months, but we, along with other lawyers who were representing the home buyers, we were able to secure a very, very, very favorable judgment for our clients, which not only helped our clients, it helped all the home buyers at large. Secondly, again there is an amendment to the IBC which happened on the 28th of December this year through an ordinance, after which a single home buyer cannot approach the NCLT. We have to come in a group. We have again challenged it. Along with us, there are a couple of other lawyers who have challenged the ordinance in the Supreme Court. So very soon we'll have the hearing, and that would be a very landmark case. Another very good. So this year we started on a very good note. We had a very favorable judgment. That judgment, so that case was again a real estate consumer dispute, which was filed at the NCDRC, the Consumer Court, the National Level Consumer Court. That was against DLF for one of its projects in Modi Nagar, if you know, Capital Greens. That's a and that judgment is a landmark judgment because it defined, and let me tell you a bit basic about that. It defined what is it restated what does a garage mean. हमारे लिए तो बहुत सिंपल होता है, गैराज का मतलब क्या होता है, ये जहाँ गाड़ी खड़ी होती है. But from a legal point of view, there is a judgment जिसमें define किया जाता है what is a garage. आप गैरेज और बेसमेंट पार्किंग को कैसे डिफरेंशिएट कर सकते हैं. And in this judgment, it was said, and this may be important for all of you, a builder, and listen carefully, a builder cannot charge any amount apart from the cost of the house as club charges or parking charges.
Oh.
So there's a judgment that came in on the 3rd of January this month, 5-6 days back. सुपर एरिया पे अगर आप घर खरीद रहे हो तो बिल्डर cannot charge you extra money as car parking or club charges. So there was a Supreme Court judgment, and as we